What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had a wonderful day. We had a great day on SPY today. I'm going to be teaching you some Fibonacci as well as we go through today. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, why don't you let me know where you're tuning in from tonight? Let me throw your name up on the screen, show you some love. All the Trading Wars Army members in the building, I want to thank you so much for being here. Let me give you guys some shout outs right now. So Adriana, what's going on? Ramon, what's going on? Harina, what's going on? Russell, what's going on? Lazartsa, what's going on? Jonathan, good to see you. Mike in the building, good to see you, brother. What's going on? Jonathan, what's going on, brother? Who else do we have here? Who else do we have here? Lazartsa, what's going on? Kuti, what's going on, brother? Good to see you guys. Chris Morgan, what's going on? Pretty Lily, what's going on? Boom. Nathan, oh, we got a donation from a brother here, Roman Empire, with the 99 cents super sticker. Thank you very much, bro. Let me see what that super sticker was. Let me pull that up real quick and see what that was. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate that. We might need that. We might need to use that for the coffee fund today. Appreciate that. Okay, Bad Indie in the building. What's going on? One Cap, what's going on? Joe, what's going on? All right, let's do this. Boom. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit the replay and let's drill right into this. Boom. So the first thing that we have to do every single day, guys, is we draw the previous day's high and the previous day's low. Okay, like this and like this. All right. So I need one more line on the chart today because I started off with the trigger trades today. So I got in using the long trigger 44588 today. So let me go ahead and draw that line as well so we can see that entry 44588. Okay. So here we go. Put this in red. Where are we? Put this in red and then we will step in. Okay. So here we go. So this is how we were set up for the day here, guys. We had the previous day's high, low. This red line was a trigger. So the trigger trade is where we want to get in long. Okay, so it's an automated trade. We always have that in the night before. Okay, because it's ready to go. Okay, Ramon with the $1.99 super sticker donation. Thank you very much, my brother. Appreciate you. So we got 2 super stickers today. Thank you so much. Those go directly to the Starbucks fund. Keep us awake. Thank you, guys. Okay, so the first candle comes in here. I'm going to go to the 5 here. Boom. Okay, so you could see here, guys, right off the bat, we got filled exactly at the open. Okay, so we got filled, guys, at the open here. Really lucky fill. I'm going to be honest with you. That was a lucky fill. But, you know, if you do the triggers long enough, eventually you're going to have a good fill. So we got filled pretty much right there at the low of the day, guys. And you'll see here, let me go to the live commentary and just show you what happened. So we're opening near the trigger, so be ready at the open. Also, it might take an orb. Let's see at the open. So that was 927. So we got filled long right at the open, 931. And I said, lock in some partials. Are you awake? Because literally within 1 minute, we had that crazy fill. And then we started push here. So my first target was just back to the previous day's high. So I scaled out some there, and then we started to build some steam. Boom. So right there, guys, I took off most of the position, left the runner right there. That was it for that position. And what you'll see is that this position actually runs into the close. So let me just fast forward before we talk about the fibs. Boom. So that is a perfect execution play. So we got filled on the trigger, and I scaled out when we made into new highs, and then I just left that runner on into the close, guys. So just a beautiful one. That little piece that I have, that little runner that I have left, I'm going to be able to swing that because it's just a small portion of my gains. I've already locked in the majority of my gains. Hit me with a 1 if you followed me on that real quick. Boom, Pretty Lily. Thank you very much with the $5 super sticker. So that is going into the, we need another fund now. That's going to go into the Target fund. I don't know why I picked Target, but yeah, Target fund, guys. Okay, so there we go. So that was the first play there. So now let's go. We're going to focus on the Fibonacci, okay? So I'm going to hit the replay so I can show you this in details. So there are, so in terms of intraday price action, there's always going to be a morning leg, and this is usually 15 to 30 minutes. It's the first push, and then we have B, the afternoon leg, and this comes in around lunchtime and goes into the close. Okay. Boom. Francisco, my brother, what's going on? $1.99, do Tesla. All right, I will right after this, brother. Thank you very much. Boom, I will get you that. All right, I will get you that right now. All right, so here we go. So we have that push up, we squeeze here, and then boom. So this candle comes in. This is the morning range, right? So here's your low and here's your high. So I want for you guys as traders, right, to not be chasing at the highs or the lows. I don't want you to be buying here because this is a bad risk to reward. You understand what I'm saying? If you buy at the highs, 447, 48, if you're trying to grab up here, you're gonna need it to move immediately in order to make money. And especially if you're trading options, this could be a losing game because it's going to be priced very high. What you want to do with the fibs is let the price come back to you. Hit me with the 3 if you understand what I'm saying there. Boom. Showing mad love to you, Rich. $10 from brother Jonathan. Rich, the GOAT of the trading game and our trading army general. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, Jonathan, man. You've been supporting me for a long time, brother. I appreciate that. Okay. So we are trying to get here on a pullback. Okay. So usually what you want to do with a fib is you really want to buy anywhere below this 50% line is going to be a deal. Okay. Because why would that be a deal? Well, it's going to be a deal because it's 50% cheaper. You understand what I'm saying? So anywhere below this 50% line is going to be a deal. Okay, because it's 50% cheaper. It's like going to the store and getting it 50% off. Okay, that's how I want you to think about it. The deeper the retracement, the more discount you're going to get. So I do not buy anything up in these fibs. These ones here, 382, 280, 214, 10. These are all different purposes I use these for. These are for targets, etc. Those are not for buys, dip buys. The dip buys must happen from the 50 below. Okay, so that's how you go to 5 below when you're on the 50 below and you get a deal. Okay, so we have the morning leg there. So what are the two ways that we can enter? What are the two ways that we can enter a Fibonacci trade? What are the ways? What do you guys think? What are the ways that we can enter? One is a candlestick. So I wrote about this in my book, guys. Candlestick confirmation. And 2 is a limit order entry. Okay. These are the two ways that you use the fibs. Yes, so a candlestick confirmation is a fractal. Correct. Right. So now these are the two ways. So let's proceed. We push, we pull back. There's your 50%. And then here we go. Another one right there. What kind of candle is that? What kind of candle is that? So this candle is a inside bar. Okay. So what are we doing here? Well, now we're stacking systems on top of each other. We have an inside bar and a 50% confirmation and a 50% fib. So we have double trouble. We have a confluence. That's what you call a confluence. So what do we have? We have the inside bar that's showing us, hey, there is buyers on the fib. And we also have the 50% fib right there showing us there is support. So this trade becomes a trade that has confluence. And you just look at that 50%. When we touch that 50%, do you see the algorithm buying? Hit me with a 3 if you can see the power of the algorithm. You can see it here when you see the big, large wicks. Look how big and long these wicks are. Some robot was here. It's not somebody. It's most likely a robot was right here. And as soon as we touched it, boom, boom, it was there. The order was there. You can visually see it from the chart. Okay. So some people did have an order waiting on the 50. So they were the luckiest ones today. But for everyone else who didn't, right, we have a candlestick. So we have the candlestick that's there to give you a confirmation. All right. So here we go. Okay. So at the worst case scenario, you just go long right here when we break the high of the candle. That's it. Okay. So let's proceed. Boom, we chop a little bit. There you go. Bam, bam. Now watch this closely. Watch this very, very closely. Do you have the pen and the pad out today? You guys forgot about that? Hit me with a 3 right now if you have the pen and the pad out, because you got to write this down. Like right now. Who has the pen and the pad out? Hit me with the 3 right now. This is something you might not see. Ready for this? Okay. Watch this. Algorithm push up, pull down to the 50. And here is their dump right on the 50. You see that? Okay. Like, even though this might not be the highest point of the day, it doesn't matter because you have a set target. Because all you got to do, guys, look how simple this is. You go 50 to 50. But look, if you want to be safe, you just, like me, I want to be safe. Just start scaling out into these extensions. I created these ones here, 0.1, 0.169. I created those two from my back testing. If you want to be safe, just get out there. But the market, the algorithm is a perfect masterpiece because we have symmetry. We go to the 50 and we trade to the 50. Boom. It's just beautiful. And you can see it. Look at the candle again. As soon as we get to the 50, we roll over a bit. Okay. It doesn't mean it has to collapse, blah, blah, blah. But it's a good place for you to lock in your profits. Okay. Because we could flip completely. And if you want, you can take a short there as a hedge because it's a good risk to reward. You know, the Fibonacci has, the algo has completed its cycle. Okay. You know, the caterpillar has become the butterfly now. Okay, hit me with a 10 if your mind is blown right there. These things, these are little details. If you want to make money, you have to be into the details, guys. This is not a game. This is not a game because we put our money on the line every single day. So we need to know all the facts that we can know. It's not a game. We need to know all the facts that we can know so we can protect our capital. Capital is not something easy, especially when you come from poverty, guys. You come from a place you don't have money. Preserve your capital. Okay, so there we go. All right, so let's continue now. Right, so the 10%, we have a little push down. Okay, and then we keep pushing here to the complete measured move. The complete measured move is usually right there. See that 1 is the complete measured move. That's usually where, like, it's extreme. Okay, a full measured move is an extreme move. And because it's rare to get a full measured move. So now if I draw this here, let me put this in yellow. Let me put this in red. So that is the first leg. And then if I copy paste that, 1 is the full move. It's the same, it's the extension. It's the 100% move. Okay, so now let's go. Now we get an outside bar there. We start to chop. Do you see that, guys? That was like the maximum that algorithm could get. And as soon as we get there, we start to chop and we start to pull off a little bit. Okay, hit me with a 4 if you're following me there. So you could see that, right? You could visually see the candlesticks help you see it. We have an outside bar, an inside bar, another one, double inside. We have a nirvana. Everything starts going crazy. It's like going wacko. Because the algo says, okay, we made enough there. Now let's figure out what the next move is. So now when you get to this part in the day, this is around 11 o'clock. Okay. Now what you want to do here now is the afternoon leg. And the afternoon leg might also be one of the easiest things for you guys to do. Okay. Because it is really, it's basically the full range of the day. So that might be the easiest thing for you guys to do. And we're going to touch right back on the previous day's range in a second, okay? I'll get there. So what you want to do with the afternoon leg is you just take the Fibonacci from the complete low to the high like this. Okay, so that might be the easiest for some of you guys because the morning might be too fast, but you'll be able to play the afternoon because the afternoon is very simple. You have a low and a high. You just put the fib on there and then you look for the patterns. So let's see what happens here. We come, okay. So if we make a new high, I just take this anchor and I pull it higher. That's it. So we continue. Okay, no problem. I'll put it here. Okay, so this is me drawing my afternoon leg. Finally, we get a little bit more of a sell-off here. So now we're pushing. So what you want to do here, once you get this full range, so you're always going to be watching, like I said, for a good deal, the 50 and below. Okay, if you want to trade anything above that, like if you want to trade the 382 or any of these fibs, then you have to take on more risk. So that's something that you could do that, but just know there's going to be more risk involved. So let's go. Boom. We finally came to the 50 there. As soon as that 50 came in, the algo stepped in. Okay. So you could use this candle right there as your confirmation. You could see it clearly. Nice hammer bar. Okay. We could take that. Or if you waited a little bit longer, we have this. This is the Holy Grail Trading Wars pattern. So this is something we went through a lot in the seminar last time. Holy Grail pattern on its own is a very decent win rate. Okay, very decent. It's very respectable win rate. So we have an outside, inside, guys. And then from there, fast forward, bam, there she goes. Okay. And then you could see again, we push back, new high, right around the 0.169. I'll go sell off again. Okay. So there we go. So this lesson was mostly about candlestick confirmation, because if you don't get in right on the actual level, you can wait for the pattern. So this one, we had an inside bar hammer, and this one we had the Trading Wars Holy Grail. So you had confluence there, something that can really help with your trading. Okay. And one more thing that I want to do is I want to extend. So something I always do is take the previous day's range, low to high, and I extend it out like this. Okay. And when you have both legs that are lining up, right? So for example, here, right, you could see in the morning, the 0.169, this area here was the rejection. Then we popped to the 272. Then we came to the 50, had the rejection there. So you can use the previous day's range as well. What an expert will do over time is you will combine them. You'll say, okay, I have a morning leg, 100% completion here. This is the previous day's range lining up here. We have A and B lining up, et cetera, et cetera. This is a high probability trade. This is where I'm going to take a trade. Okay. Like, it's happening everywhere. You have to understand that it's happening everywhere. Fibonacci is happening every single where. You can look in the sky, there's Fibonacci. You can look in the sink, there's Fibonacci. You can look in your room, there's a Fibonacci. Okay. Hit me with a 9 if you followed me for this lesson. And let's go to Tesla, help this brother out. I was looking at Tesla. Right. Okay. So let's go ahead and hit the replay, and we'll walk through this one with this brother for Tesla. Okay. So here we go. So the brother wanted us to look at Tesla. So here we go. Boom. First candle. Okay. So remember, this one starts off with an inside open. So you could see we are actually inside of the previous day's range. So when you're inside of the previous day's range like this, you have to be very careful because it could be very choppy. We could just go sideways, right? So you have to be very careful. So we have that push up, push down. Okay. So this is what I mean by chop. Push up, push down, nothing really setting up. Okay. And that's what you're going to get on an inside open. And actually, if I draw the fib from high to low, that's a 786. Let's see. Yep. That's what I thought. There's a 786 right there. And then if we draw it the other way from high to low, then I bet you that's a 618. Okay, close enough. That's a close enough to a 618 right there. Boom. Okay, so that's why when you have an inside open like this, you have to be extremely cautious. You wait, let the chart show you the direction. So here we go. Here's a clean move, okay? Because we took out this previous resistance right there. So now we can say, all right, now we have an impulsive leg up. So what you want to do here, take your fib, anchor it on the low point and take it to the high. Okay, so remember, if we go higher, we're just going to move the anchor higher. And what we're looking for is a buying opportunity from the 50 down. Okay, so we're just going to take this box like this. Okay, right there. So here we go. okay, so we broke a little bit. So I'm just going to push it a little bit higher. Okay. All right. More. So I'm going to push it higher. So this is literally what I do throughout the day. In the morning part, I'm trying to just set my anchors. And now we retrace. Okay. We're retracing. I'm watching the 50. Okay. So this one, it was so powerful. It didn't even get to the 50. So that's okay. Sometimes you're going to miss it. So let's now move to the afternoon leg, because that was the morning leg. You could see that, right? But it went to 382. Personally, I wouldn't take 382 because it's not good enough for my risk reward. But still, we have the 382 to the 0.169. You just have to respect it. Move your anchor to the full range now. Okay, let's continue. Okay, again. So we're just going to move it up a little bit more. There. Okay, now we start to have a good retrace. Again, bouncing off the 382 like we've been doing that the whole time. Bouncing off the 382. So sometimes you're going to see that it's so strong that it can't even get to the 50. So if that's the case, guys, what you want to do again is look for these fractal setups, like these inside bars at the Fibonacci. Look for those. So in this case, we didn't really have one. Okay, but we have one right here. So you could try it there, and then we'll continue higher. So yeah, man. So like this is just a run. Like this is a run. And once we broke through the previous day's high, it retested it in this red line right here, and it just kept going. So I don't think personally that I would have been able to get onto Tesla really on this train, unless I took a trigger. If I just took a trigger right around here, once it breaks above, go long. But in terms of the fibs, it would have been a little bit hard for me to take that. I'm going to be honest, because I like 50 and below because it's a 50% deal, you know. So, but this one was a monster, a definite monster. Let's go to the daily chart here. Yeah, exceptionally powerful, disgustingly powerful, really. And if you look at Tesla, guys, this is the same thing that happened on SPY. We started off down here. Okay, if you take this from the low to the high, look at this. We had that 618 right here. So if you want, guys, I do this all the time on SPY, is you can take lotto calls on these daily Fibonacci's. You can take lotto calls. So this was 618. I should have taken it on Tesla because Tesla worked better than SPY. I went long on SPY. You could see that SPY did do a similar move, but it's not as powerful as Tesla, because look at this candle today on Tesla. Okay, so I love doing lotto calls on the daily 618s, the daily fibs, because they always give you a great risk to reward. All right, so hit me with an 11 if you're following me there. Yeah, exactly. I've seen some people are mentioning that Tesla might react better to the 382. So you need the data behind that, right? So always do some back testing and see if that's the case. For me, for SPY, I know my levels, 50, 618. That's really what I'm looking for. Yeah, tech had a great day today, guys. Like I went Microsoft was one of my trades today. Let's talk about this quickly. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I'll just show you how I traded Microsoft. So if we go to the trade plans, so Microsoft entry was 299.62. So this one I also took. I'm going to show you these swings as well. Okay. So Microsoft, I took a trigger today. So if we do a trigger like this, boom, 299.62. So triggers are derived from Fibonacci. Okay, they are. So they are all related. So as soon as we broke this red line in the morning, I went long, and we just never looked back, guys. Just beautiful. See that? Bam. Beautiful. And I'm going to, what I did actually is I took the previous day's range from low to high like this, and I was able to just scale out on all of these targets on the way up. Yeah, boom. All right. Hit me with a 2 if you want to look at some swings. Hit me with a 2 if you want to look at some swings. So we took some swing trades this week. Remember what I was telling you guys, like the market does look like it's ready to do a little bit more swing trading compared to what it was a few weeks ago. So the big one, so we had no losers this week. So Cisco, Oxy, KO, and Procter & Gamble. Oxy gapped up above our entry, so we never were able to get filled on Oxy, but Procter & Gamble was the big one. So let me walk you through that. The entry was 149.48. So let me walk you through Procter & Gamble. This is in the swing trading room. For anybody that likes to swing trade, this is perfect for you guys. So this yellow line, 149.70, I think it was 78. I think there's a typo there. This was the entry, okay? So if we look here on the daily chart here, so we can see it closely on a 5-minute. So we got filled right around here yesterday. And then we had this massive gap up on Procter & Gamble, which got us to 1.25 times our money. Okay. And then we filled the gap and then we start to base and push up. So the whole plan on Procter & Gamble was just taking this inside bar. So I saw that inside bar and I said, all right, it's close to the all-time highs. So I want to give it a shot. So we put our trigger long and we're filled here. We got to some targets. But the real money here is to see if this will actually continue to break into all-time highs. So that's something that I'll be watching. Shares, these ones were shares. I do also do the options, but there was a lot of the premiums were very expensive for options this week. So I passed on that. But generally, I do both. You can see here that we take options as well on these. So once the premium gets a little bit settled down, I'll be adding some more option plays for the swings, but I don't like to take them if they're overpriced. Okay. All right, my friends, my great friends, you guys are my beautiful friends, and I really appreciate you. And I'm so excited that you love the fibs, because I love the fibs and it's opened my eyes. And every time I look at a chart, I see a fib, and I'm grateful for the Fibonacci. I'm grateful because it's helped me to make a lot of money. So I'm extremely grateful to it. It's a scientific thing, guys. It's something that's natural. And I'm very grateful for that. And I'm very grateful for you. So thank you so much, guys, for being here, right? As always, okay, check me out at tradingwars.com if you want to trade with me tomorrow. We had a perfect week so far on SPY, no losers yet. You know, I don't know how long this winning streak is going to go, but I'm going to ride it until as long as I can, until the wheels fall off, guys. All right. So check me out at tradingwars.com. This is the book on Fibonacci. This was the first book that I ever wrote. And I added an option trading guide, an automated options trading guide. I added it to the book. Okay. So you have two parts to this book. It's a very good book, guys. So if you like the fibs, here's the impulsive leg. Here's the intraday, morning, afternoon, and opposing, gaps, sequencing. I talk about, look, here's the entry, candlestick confirmation, or blind limit entry. So look, if you learn something and if you made money with the fibs, definitely check this book out. It's going to help you level up, and you'll get 1 month for free in the room. So you can't beat that. Otherwise, in that, guys, I want to thank you very much. Please go ahead and just leave a comment and let me know. Let me know if you use the fibs. Let me know if you use the fibs. Let me know if you do it, and let me know which one's your sweet spot. Do you like 50, 618? What's the one that you like using the most? Leave a comment for me, and we'll go from there. And I'll definitely read them and make a note of which ones you guys look at. Okay. So thank you very much for your time, my friends. I will see you again tomorrow. We do this each and every day. God bless everybody and take care.